Hello everybody, Dr. F. Scott Feil here, and I'd like to introduce you to our newest sponsor. The NPTE Final Frontier is the review course that I wish was around when I took the board exam. For those of you who know my story, it took me a handful of times to pass that exam, and quite frankly, I really wish I had an exam review course around, just like the NPTE Final Frontier. Check out their website, npteff.com, and use the code HET at checkout for 10% off to all of our listeners and fans. Hello, everybody. Dr. F. Scott Feil here, and I've got another Teach Me Something Tuesday tip. One of the ways that you can focus in and really get the most out of your brain when it comes to learning something is to define goals. If you really want to get rid of all the confusion and distraction in the process of learning, you have to guide your brain down a pathway. And unless you really finalize the direction of that path, your brain's going to be all over the place. Take it from me, somebody who deals with ADHD, I really need to set clear goals. And I've recognized this both in clinical practice, business practice, and a practice of teaching and learning as well. Like I said, I didn't really know how to learn very well till I went through my EDD program. But, in order to set goals, you've got to figure out exactly what it is you want to learn and then take a minute or two to actually define the goal that you want to end up at in order to learn that process, right? So if we take a page from the physical therapy book of setting goals, right, we need to make SMART goals. SMART goals are S, specific, right? So you can't aim to learn everything all at once. You have to have a very specific boundary in order to be able to make it achievable, right? M has to be measurable, right? This basically is something where you can measure your progress against, right? Just again, like we're using physical therapy goals. A, it has to be attainable. It has to be realistic, because if the mind can't comprehend it, you're never going to be able to accomplish it, right? R stands for relevant, right? The goal shouldn't be outlandish or something that goes against your belief or values. It should be very pinpoint specific to what you're currently studying and trying to learn. And then T is time bound. You've got to give yourself a certain amount of time to learn, right? And you've got to set a realistic time frame for that. Without any time limitation, you'll procrastinate more and you just won't get to the final goal of learning what it is you want to learn. So if you do this and set SMART goals for what it is you're trying to learn, your brain should be able to visualize the final goal and what it is you're trying to accomplish, right? It's like if you were to take, guitar, for instance, right? If you're working on your guitar and you just take one note at a time and you learn how to play that note and strum very well, eventually by next month, you'll be up to 2 or 3 notes, right? And you'll just get those after specific time frames. And again, once you push your brain down that pathway and on the right track by setting those goals, you'll be able to accomplish things pretty smoothly from there on. I've noticed that it's definitely helped my learning if I set goals before I start trying to learn something. So set SMART goals and then follow through and accomplish them. Hope that helped, and we'll see you next time.